Hello, everybody. I'm going to be honest. I ate a pretzel right before pressing go live because I didn't realize it was already noon. But I am in Eastern time zone now rather than Central time zone. I used to do this live at 11. Now it's noon, so I'm already hungry. And I was like, I cannot make it until 12:30, 12:40 to eat anything. So we're going to be snacking together while we craft today. So if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from as per usual. Let me make sure we're all connected. I did forget to layer in Instagram, so I'm going to do that really quickly while we get started here. But if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. We're going to be doing some crafty crafting today. I think actually we're going to, hi everyone hopping on. I see lots of people hopping on. I am snacking on pretzels while we craft today. Sorry in advance. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments while I get our Instagram hooked up. Instagram lately has just been not wanting to cooperate with our live videos. I don't know what the deal with that is. So we're going to try to figure it out. Hi, Delvine. Hi, everyone. I'm excited because we're going to make like a fall design today in Craft Designer and in IllustrateAI. I have been kind of on an IllustrateAI kick this week. It's been a lot of fun and I'm excited to play with it some more. Okay, let me see if I can get... I now have the hiccups. What is wrong with me? Update the channel and provide a new stream key. What the heck? What the heck? I don't know. I don't know. You know, dealing with Instagram troubleshooting issues is one of my actual least favorite things. I get so frustrated with it so quickly. I hate it. Hi, everyone hopping on. Hi. Hope everyone had a wonderful week. We've made it to Friday. I have had a heck of a week. If you follow me on my personal social media, I posted this story about how I had to go to the DMV. We live in Central Florida. We just moved to Central Florida. And I had to go to the DMV to get my updated license. I waited in line for an hour just for them to send me home because I had the wrong documents. So anyways, we're going to try again. And then I scratched myself with my bronzer stick. So that was good. Jewel, yay! Jewel just got their DTF sheets yesterday. Yay! You'll have to tell us how it goes crafting with them. I loved our event sheets for the last event. And I've been helping make some of the sheets for the next event. They are so stinking cute. I'm so excited about it. We're doing I'll give you guys actually a sneak peek. Hold on. I'll tell you what a couple of our bundles are. So one of our bundles is a spooky season bundle. It's a DTF bundle and it is so cute. I got to make some of the designs for that one and I'm obsessed with it. We're also doing a bundle. This was my brainchild. I would love you guys' feedback on this. I had this idea for a DTF bundle and I think we're going to run it in August at the event. But I really, really want you to weigh in. So I'm going to explain it and then tell me what you think of this idea. In my head, it's a good idea, but you know how that goes. Okay, so one of the bundles for August is going to be a personalization bundle. And all of the DTF designs in there are like simple enough that you could personalize them. So it might be like a cute Christmas tree design, but it's simple enough that you could layer heat transfer vinyl over the top of it and like add a last name or put it on a pillow and put like establish 2025 or whatever you want to do. So it's all more simple designs that are meant to have something else layered on top of them to personalize it. So that's kind of the idea. And we're going to run that bundle in August, but I would love to know if you guys like that idea. What do you guys think about it? Because you guys you keep it real in this chat. So I want to know what you think. Also, hello everyone who's just now hopping on. So yeah, those are two of the bundles that we're going to have at our August event. If you want to go ahead and mark your calendar, our August event is going to be, hold on, I just wrote it down myself because I kept forgetting. August 13th. Our DTF dollar event is August 13th. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about the personalization bundle. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Instagram is apparently not going to work. Shocker. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but we're going to share our screen and we're going to make some fun stuff today. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. All right, I'm going to make it. Let's flip these. There we go. I want that to be the bigger one. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, how's that viewing wise? Can you guys see that good enough, or is it too small like on your phone? Well, let me know. And I warned you guys I'm going to eat pretzels while we do this because I'm starving and I can't go another hour without eating anything. Okay, tell me how the screens are, if you can see everything. We're going to go to IllustrateAI. Don't judge me for whatever you're about to see. I don't remember what I was generating last time. That it always saves your previous generations. And I feel like mine always look crazy. Because usually I try to give it like, there are times when I go in here just to test it and like see what all you can do. Okay, this is normal. This is fine. But sometimes I like test different settings and stuff to see like what it'll look like. So it gets a little crazy in there. Okay, we want to make a fall design. Oh, let me back it up. So if you're brand new here, if you've never watched this, sorry, I'm just assuming everyone has watched before. If you're brand new here, if you've never watched our lives before, typically we do some sort of like crafty thing on Fridays when it's not an event week, and there are no events this week. So we're doing a little crafty thing, and I'm personally getting in the mood for fall spooky season crafts. So today I thought it'd be fun to show you guys how to design your own like DTF file. If you wanted to purchase DTF, which is an all like, wow, sorry, words. If you wanted struggle bus, sorry everyone. So I thought it'd be fun to show you how to make designs that you could use on DTF. And if you're unfamiliar with DTF, it is a full color print in one layer. So you purchase it, it's a physical product, gets shipped to your house. It has to be printed on a special printer. And literally all you do is just cut it out and press it on. So they're really great for more complex designs. They're really great for designs that have a lot of color. And the actual designs are super fun to make. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to make a little DTF design. We're going to use IllustrateAI and Craft Designer. If you're unfamiliar, IllustrateAI and Craft Designer are two of our tools here at Design Bundles that we offer as part of Plus membership. It's kind of an all-in-one creative studio. So in IllustrateAI, you can generate images and then you can edit them, tweak them, make them SVGs, whatever you want to do in Craft Designer. Whew. There's the explanation. Hi, Ashley. The move went great. So we're here now. We're in Central Florida. It's been raining like every day, but it feels good to like unpack all the boxes. I'm ready to be completely settled, but I know that's going to take some time. So I'm trying to be patient. Okay. So here we are. Let me know if you can see the screens okay. I'm going to do a text prompt. We're going to do something fall. I'm kind of picturing like the facade of a cozy bookshop with like a little black cat curled up in the window with like pumpkins all around and maybe like a flower arch, but it's fall themed. So we're going to push IllustrateAI to the limit. We're going to see how well it can capture my vision that's in my head. So we're going to do a facade of a cute and cozy small town bookshop. A sign above the door reads bookshop. There are large display windows flanking an olive green door. In the display windows, you can see piles of books. Wow, forgot the space. Piles of books inside, as well as a black cat curled up in one of the windows. So as I'm typing this, I should mention any kind of generative image software is going to do better the more detail you give it. So I always try to paint the picture really well, and that usually gets me to the result I want quicker. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. Okay, so now we want to say there is a fall-themed flower arch going up one side of the bookstore and covering the top as well. There is an awning over the door and windows as well. In front, I saw a picture. Oh yeah, thank you. I think that's Mackenzie. Mackenzie has hopped in. Mackenzie has entered the chat. Thank you for being here and helping. But yeah, you can also use suggested prompts if you don't want to like do what I'm doing and lay it all out there. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. We're almost done with this prompt. In front of the bookstore is a brick paver patio with a cute black outdoor table and chairs. There are pumpkins and wow, let me spell correctly. Pumpkins and candles all around the bookstore. Overall, the atmosphere is warm, fall, and cute, spooky. The end. All right, so if you didn't want to do all that, you can use suggested prompts to like add in randomness or just whatever you want. It'll continue to generate them. So you could just keep deleting them and see what it gives you next. That's always nice. You can also use negative prompts for things that you definitely don't want in the image. So I could put under negative prompt witches, maybe. Like I don't want it to think that because I said spooky to give me a witch. So I could put that under negative prompts, and that means, hey, don't include this. So that's always good to know. It's giving Pumpkin Spice Cafe book cover. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going for. I don't know if anyone's read that book. It's kind of spicy. So if you're not into spicy books, don't read it. But there's like a whole series of books that have those similar titles, and they're cute. Okay, also, you can change your art style. That's one of my favorite things about IllustrateAI. In my opinion, it's really what sets us apart because as crafters, we usually have a style of image we kind of have in mind. And I love that this allows you to dictate what that's going to be. So I'm just going to stick with digital art right now, which is what we have going, but we may change that in a minute. And I want it to generate 2 images at a time, just so we can really have a few options to look at. I also want it to be square. So this is another thing that I love about IllustrateAI. This is great if you already have like a craft in mind that you want to put it on. Like if I know this is going to be a Tumblr wrap, I'm going to go ahead and generate a landscape image. If I know I want this to be like a longer t-shirt, I could do portrait. And this just really helps you think ahead to what you're going to be doing with this design file. And I'm just going to use the default IllustrateAI engine, although we may change that in a minute. Who knows? We could get crazy. We could decide to do something else. So let's hit create. Let's see what we get. It's going to take a minute to load. I gotta sit cross-legged over here. My squeaky chair. Book hop, top, top, shop, shop, shop. Okay. I think the style is throwing me off. This isn't the style I imagined, so I'm going to change that first. I want this to be more like, what do I want this to be? Let's try a watercolor. I'm also going to change the engine to Dolly because Dolly sometimes does better with this style. You can see, you're about to see how making a few small changes can make a huge difference in the image you get back. Loading, loading. It's thinking about it. You can see I haven't put anything on my walls yet. They're still pretty empty. Oh. Okay, this is so much better. This is so much closer to what I imagined. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to change, but we know we're heading in the right direction. So it's so cute. Okay, so let's just come in here and say, I'm going to say in a hand-drawn digital art style that is clean, crisp, and full of color. So I'm going to kind of tell it a little bit about what the style I want is. And then we're just going to come in and change this to the default. Where's default? How do I say I don't want this style? Hold on. I can't remember how to do that. No. What is happening? There we go. I changed it to Flux, which is just a different engine to generate. And we're going to use a default art style and see if we can't get a little closer to what we're looking for here. Hopefully my pretzel eating isn't bothering you guys. This is cute. Okay. I like it. I think we went too flat. Like now it looks really flat. Let's leave it at hand-drawn style that is full of color. Also, you know what I sometimes do is I sometimes go put it into like Gemini or ChatGPT and I say, make this a better prompt to give to a image generator. And it usually does it. This is what I'm talking about right here. Now we're getting close. This pumpkin with the really large forehead is cracking me up. But this is the style that I imagined in my head. In fact, in my head, it was more vibrant, but I actually kind of love how like almost spooky it is because it's darker. Let's just generate another one without changing anything at all. I still really like this one too. I don't know though. That's pretty great. It's got like a few little things that I'm like, oh, you can kind of tell AI made it. Like we've got a little bit of a messed up pumpkin here, but I think we can fix it in Craft Designer. I don't like that one as much. Let's do another one. This one, I don't like it when it looks so flat. You guys know what I mean? Where it like starts to kind of look like this one has depth and like dimension to it. And then this one is just like very flat. it's kind of growing on me actually. I still think I like this one better though. Stop it. I love it. That is exactly what I pictured. I'm like looking for an error and I don't see one. This is perfect. This is everything I imagined. Okay. I love it. I love it a lot. So let's play with it. So now if I wanted to make this into like a DTF print, I'm going to hit edit and it's going to open it in Craft Designer. We want to use pixel mode because pixel mode is for flat rasterized images, which is what we use for DTF. If I wanted to do vector mode, it would be making like a multi-layered SVG, which is not really what we're going for this time. I know, Delvine. I thought it was so cute too. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's the one. It just feels so warm and like cute. I don't know. I just love it. So one thing that I think is really fun with, well, there's a lot of things that I love about Craft Designer. First of all, we can remove the background, which is great. We're not gonna, that's gonna take away that white border so that we are able to use it as DTF a little bit better. So now you can see we have this clean edge, but no white background. So this is going to make for a really clean, crisp DTF print. But the other thing I love to do is I love to come in and make it more personal. So I'm going to add some text. I wish I had made Bookshop. I wish I had thought to take Bookshop off because that would be a great place to personalize this. We're gonna play with that actually. I'm gonna add like a cursive font here. We're just gonna, we got a lot going on this screen. Sorry, I've got my screen like bunched down a little bit. I'm gonna put Laura's Bookshop. And then we're just gonna make it small here. Sorry about all the windows that keep popping up. It's because I'm editing it. I wonder where that would go. And if we really wanted to spend some time on this, we could like, oh, that's cute though. That's cute. I also kind of think it could go like maybe overlapping a little bit, especially if we give it an outline, which you can do in Craft Designer. So we could give it a little outline here. So it kind of pops a little bit. I don't know though. I kind of liked it in the other spot better. So we're going to do no outline. We're going to shrink it down just a little bit and put it right in this little spot. It looked cute there. Oh, that's cute. I love it. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see too. So we've got Laura's Bookshop right here. And then I can come in and I think this little spot on the door is a nice spot for something. Sorry, I was reading the chat. All right, Mackenzie's gonna play with our screen layout a little bit. There we go, so that you guys can see less of me and more of what we're actually doing here. But I think I'm gonna add some text down here as well. Like, I don't know, maybe this text in white. I love the idea of putting text on this little spot on the door. What can we put there? I'm thinking. What about... We'll just do something simple. We could just make it say like one more chapter. Or like read more books or something. There's a lot you could do. Also, oops, I just moved the whole image, sorry. That is not super legible, so we're going to change it. We're going to use the same font we used up on the door because I think it's a little bit easier to read. Also, you can gain some space by, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, or something about the cat. I love that. So maybe like, beware. What if we did beware of cat? Beware of, oh, cat door. How about bookish cats enter here? And then you can actually change the line height to like smush it a little closer together, which gives you like a little more real estate to work with. So we're going to do bookish cats enter here. Also, I'll tell you guys, I learned a little trick. Look at this. I learned, oh, okay. I'm actually going to bump that down. There we go. That way we can make it a little bit bigger. I learned a little trick when you're doing graphics like this. Sometimes the text can look too much like it's sitting on top of the image and not enough like it's part of the image. So a great way to fix that. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. This is a new feature. I forgot about this. You can actually make your text wavy now in Craft Designer, which is really cool. You can also bend text, just an FYI. If you ever like doing, curved text, wavy text is where it's going to go, Anyway, if you lower the transparency on that layer, I think you do it from here. Sorry, I'm always forgetting where to find things in Craft Designer because there's a lot of like new features all the time. If you lower the transparency a little bit though, it can look a little more like it's part of the image, but I'm actually liking how this looks, so we're not gonna worry about that now. You can also add things to your image. So wait, oh, I'm just moving everything around. Don't mind me. Did I make it messed up here? So like if I wanted to add something maybe on either side of the sign, you can pull it in from the existing library, or I could even generate like a new image in IllustrateAI and then pull it in to Craft Designer and add it to my art here. So like, let's see, what does this look like? Like these kind of match. We probably won't keep these, but I'm just going to show you. Like I could pull these in on either side of the sign or something just to add to it if I wanted to. Let's make sure there's nothing in here we just need to add though. Like a little ghost. Boo! I keep accidentally moving the design. I could see like a little ghosty up here maybe, or maybe, oh, a cat reading a book. That'd be cute. We may have to go generate that. Oh my gosh. In IllustrateAI, which is no problemo. We can do that. Tiny little ghost. He's like a little Easter egg. You can barely see him there on the door. That's kind of cute. A bow on the wreath. That's a great idea. I wonder if there's already a bow in here. We may have to go make one. Let's see what we got. I love the idea of a bow, like a spooky bow. Let's actually just go make one. Hold on, I'll just switch my tab over for you. All right, I'm going back to IllustrateAI. We're going to generate like a spooky bow, and then we're going to add it to our image. A spooky themed bow with glitter in colors like orange, pink, black. Actually, no pink. Orange, black, and brown. Let's just see what it does with like a really simple prompt like that. I'm not really giving it a ton of information, but let's see how it does. And then we'll do a cat reading a book because I love that too. Oh, Charlotte, I just saw yours too. A guard cat. Love it. Oh, I forgot to give it the style. We'll do in a digital hand-drawn art style because we want it to look like it's part of our picture, you know? I may have to go back and look at what I told it last time for style. What did I say? Hand-drawn style. Okay, we'll see what it does. It's taking its time today. Hello? What is going on? I may have to refresh the page. Yeah. Whoopsie. We'll try it again. I like the bow it created though. It just looks too real. Oh, cute. Okay, lots of good ideas. We may, while we're here in IllustrateAI, let's just generate, that's not the right style. Let's see, what did I write over here? In a hand-drawn style. We'll try that again. That bow is looking a little crazy. I think we should go ahead and generate all of the little elements we want. That's good. That'll be cute. Batman though. Why is it Batman? We'll try one more, but that one could be good. That's good. We're going to use that one. All right. So we're going to actually download it, which is a little bit different, but that's because we don't want to start a new Craft Designer canvas. We want to add this one to our existing canvas. So I'm just going to download it. I'm going to keep this in a hand-drawn style because that's working for us. And then I'm going to do spooky lantern with a friendly spider hanging from it. So we'll do a lantern. We're going to do a cat reading a book. We're going to do, we are definitely going to change it to Kitty's bookstore because that's cute. I don't love that. Let's try again. Is my crunching really loud or is it just loud to me? I feel like I'm being really annoying with these pretzels. I should have chosen a softer snack. That's cute. We're going to take that. That's not a very friendly spider, but whatever. We'll try one more just in case. Maybe I should have called it like a warm fall lantern instead of spooky. We'll do a warm fall hanging lantern. Let's see if we get a little bit better one. We already have one that's pretty good though. This is my favorite way. I like how it said friendly and it just gave it like a smiley face on its butt. I kind of like that. Maybe we should just get rid of the spider though. But I do like that, so I'm going to download it. And now let's try again. Thanks to Elvine. I just was like, I could not go until the end of this live without having a snack. I was getting very peckish. Oh, that's cute. Let's go with that too. We may pull in, we may just have to see what lanterns work. Okay, so now we need a friendly black cat dressed like a bookstore owner and reading a book. Let's see what we get. Hi, Karen. Let's see. This is kind of a vague prompt, so we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not sure if we're going to get exactly what we want. Okay, let's give it some more detail. He is sitting cross-legged. We'll just leave that. He's sitting cross-legged. Because I want to put him in front of the shop. So we need him to be like sitting so we can see his whole body. That cat is really cute though. Oh my gosh. I love it. In warm fall attire. I wish this one had glasses though. He has round glasses. Let's try that. This will be our backup one. We'll use this one if we don't get a better one. Because that's pretty cute. And that could be a girl cat or a boy cat. It's kind of unclear. This one. We're using this one. Do you guys like the one with the beanie or do you like this one? Or should we just use them both? For now, I'm going to download them both until you guys tell me otherwise which one to use. And then we need, this is enough. We're going to use this stuff. All right, so now I'm going to hop back into our design here. I'm going to go to my library and I'm going to add our, can I add both at once? No, I can only have one at a time. So I'm just going to add them. He does. He does, Delvine. He's like, why are you bothering me? All right, let's see. This cat. Oh, we need a street lantern. Let's use our hanging lantern first because I don't want to, which one? And there's our bow. And then we need our lantern that we made. I'm going to bring both lanterns in just in case, because I like this one too. With the little spider. Did we grab 3 lanterns? What the heck? Oh yeah, that one has a scary spider. I could pull in, I generated some images earlier today that I also could pull in. We'll see. We'll just work with this for now. All right, let's grab our cat. We need to remove the background because we just want the cat. I know, I like that lantern too. Look, he literally looks like he belongs here. Also, how big would he be? I don't know. Because like if he owns the bookstore, ooh, I don't know. Maybe like, we'll just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm stuck on size. Like, I don't know how big he should be. He looks really big there. But like, if he's a cat that owns the bookshop, then he would be the size of the bookshop. I know. I'm going to see about him. I'm going to see about this one sitting at the table because I just don't want it to look weird. Oh my gosh, cute. Oh, like the tabletop. Okay. Like up here. We'll just cover up this candle. Okay, tell me which you guys prefer. We could do on the curb or we could do there. I'm going to add our bow too. Why is this turning out to be so fun? It's like we're making our own builder set by just using IllustrateAI. Bow at the top. Bow at the top or the bottom of the wreath. You guys decide. Let me know. And then we need our lanterns. This one could get interesting because of the background remove. I think it's going to keep some of these pumpkins in. That's going to be a problem. Except it's not because, oops, because it actually matches what we already made. Word. You literally can't even tell. Okay, we'll just have it coming like, I'm going to flip it around, put it on the other side. Where to put it? Ooh, I don't know. We're going to put it off to the side for now. I'm not sure about that. The top. Okay, Delvine says the top. Bow at the top. Got it. I'm not sure these lanterns are going to work. I like this one with the little spooky spider though. Oh, that one might work. I needed it to remove like everything but the lantern, you know? We can hide it like over here. That's the thing that kind of looks like it sticks out a little bit to me. Like this one is the right style, you know? I'm going to try. Oh, you know what? Let's just use the eraser on it. Duh. What am I thinking? I'm going to erase everything except the actual lantern. Yeah, I like that lantern. I like this lantern better. It looks like it fits. Oh, I forgot some of the... Like, I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to make it work with these leaves when I can just use the eraser and get rid of them. So let's put some lanterns in. I think they could, honestly, in my head, they need to hang from the awning, like all along the front. Like that's how our little cat like decorated for Halloween, like with these little lanterns. I don't know. Is that too many? Maybe like we'll have some off center. And like some can be bigger than others. That's kind of cute. Now I feel like we need to get rid of this one though. Like I don't think he fits in anymore. All right. First of all, I'm loving this. Hi, Carol. We're just making like a DTF design. So this would be an image that we could get printed with DTF and we could put it on like a shirt or a tote bag or anything. We're just kind of walking through the process of making the design and talking about what that would look like. So we started off by generating our main image and now we've been adding in, we're layering in like additional elements to kind of make it our own. So that's kind of what we're working on. Also, we said this is going to say Kitty's Bookshop now. So let's change that. What am I doing? What's happening? Okay. Kitty. Should we name him or should he just be Kitty? Or her? We don't actually know. Is that right? Yeah, Kitty's Bookshop. And then do we like bookish cats enter here or should we change it? Carol, for sure. I think we actually have some videos on our YouTube channel walking through this whole process. Don't we, Mackenzie? Or am I making that up? Mackenzie will let us know in the chat. She always remembers what we have online and what we don't yet. But if we don't have a video, we'll make one. But we have a couple videos that walk through this process because basically all we're doing here is we're generating our images in IllustrateAI, which is our generative image software at Design Bundles. And then we're bringing it into Craft Designer, which is another tool of ours that's used for editing and personalizing graphics and SVGs. So with the two of them together, they're like an all-in-one creative tool for making your own crafting files. So we're just kind of playing with it today and figuring out how it all works and stuff. Okay, so Mackenzie put one in the chat for you, Carol, but that one, I do make a sticker in that video. So It's not exactly what we're making here, but it still goes through the process of how to do it. So, and that's the main part that you need anyway. Okay, do we still want it to say bookish cats enter here, or do we want to change that? I think it's looking so stinking cute. Oh, and then there's another video. Look at us. I'm loving how I keep accidentally moving stuff. I'm loving how this is looking. Oh, I thought someone was outside my window. Freaked out for a second. No worries. I love this. Like, I love this a lot. I know. Okay, so let's do it then. I've seen a couple comments now for moving him to the little stoop. So I think we should do it. Oops. If I can click on the right thing. Like right here. I do feel like he works there. Like he looks like he belongs right there. And it kind of adds like a new sort of balance to the image that I really like. It doesn't feel so perfect. It makes it feel a little more, I don't know what the right word is. It makes it feel a little more real and not so perfectly balanced, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, there she is. So to wrap up our video, I do want to show you guys how you could, Mackenzie, why'd you gotta say that? Why are you right? I wonder if there's one in here. There's probably not. No, we'd have to generate them. Let's just do it. It'll only take a second. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We want to keep in a hand drop style cat paw prints. I wonder what it'll give us. We want them to be black so we can see them. Yes, Carol, the videos are linked in the chat. You should be able to see them, but maybe Mackenzie can drop them again for you. Why? Why are in a meandering line? We want them to be like they're walking. Perfect reads. I love it. That's amazing. We can work with this. We're going to use this. All right, we're going to bring in, oh, I forgot to change my tab over. All right, let's bring in those paw prints we just made. Remove the background. And then I'm just going to erase the ones that we don't need. Oh, okay. What just happened? I think I tried to remove the background from everything instead of just from that. Yep, there we go. Okay. Let's erase the ones we don't need. So, oops. Oh, darn it. Okay, I actually think I'm going to erase most of them because I would rather make a pattern myself. And also because IllustrateAI did not understand the assignment of meandering line. Working with AI is always an adventure. You know, you never know what it's going to interpret what you're saying as. All right, let's get a few more erased. We don't need that one. I kind of like it like that. These kind of don't look like cat prints though. Oh, they do when they're small. Okay, here we go. So we're going to duplicate it and have it kind of like meandering across the window. Stop. That is so cute. Stop it right now. I love that. Can you guys see it? Hold on. Look at that. It's perfect. Perfect. Huh. Okay. So now we could easily download this. You just literally go here and we could call it Cat Bookshop. I like to download it at max size, which is 5,000 by 5,000 pixels. And then once you download it, if you wanted to get this printed, like on a shirt or whatever you wanted to do, you would go to dtfprinter.com, hit create prints. You can see I always be having my cart full. And I'm going to go grab it really quick. Here's our little cat bookshop. If I wanted to order it on DTF, which would be a heat press product, so I could press this onto tote bags, t-shirts, hats, shoes, fabric banners, wood, garden flags, door signs, other sundry things. There you go. There it is. And then I just change the size to whatever I want to put it on. So maybe I want to put this on a shirt and maybe I want 2 of those. And then maybe I'm like, but I also want it on some other stuff. So I'm also going to get it to put on a makeup bag. Whoops. And then just 1 of those. And then I also want to get one to make a pillow. And I'll do 1 of those. And then I also want to make a couple hats. So I'm going to do 3 hats. Okay, so let's pretend I'm making 2 shirts, 1 makeup bag, 1 pillow, and 3 hats. To make all of those things, it is only $16.69. And this would ship out to you in 24 to 48 hours. And you would literally just cut it out and press it on with your heat press. And that's it. That is literally it. So we love IllustrateAI and Craft Designer. They're like the perfect marriage of things to create. And then obviously DTF is like my newest obsession because it's so easy. So yeah, there you go. I think we should do more of these, honestly, because now I want to make so many more fall designs and so many more Christmas designs. Also, before we go, a couple dates for you to put on your calendars. Hold on. Let me move my bag of pretzels. We'll just put those back there for a minute. Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, the 30th, is the dollar deal, the regular old normal dollar deal. So if you're a dollar deal lover, Wednesday the 30th. Oh my gosh, at what time? Somebody help me in the comments. I've switched time zones and now I'm perpetually perplexed. I want to say it's, thank you, 11 a.m. Central Time, so noon Eastern Time. So 11 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday the 30th is the dollar deal. And then coming up shortly after that is our next DTF dollar event. That is on Wednesday, August 13th, and that will be at 5 p.m. Central Time. So those are our next upcoming events. We hope to see you guys all there. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to Disney World tonight. So I'm excited about that. I hope everyone else has great, fun weekend plans coming up soon. I'm going to go eat some real food that's not pretzels. So yeah.